Hive body inspected. Now we're just going to pop it off. See that propolis, they put every seam. There we go. So you gotta loosen them up a little bit, so because you don't want to jerk these off. That disrupts the whole hive. Oh, that top is pretty heavy. There's lots of stuff in there, that's for sure. Okay. And we'll do the same thing on the bottom hive body now. Here, let me adjust the camera a little bit. Get a good view down there. Take out my beetle traps. This will pry them loose a little bit. Go. Careful not to spill that oil. I say, I really hate to kill any bees. I know you're going to kill some every time you go in, but I love my bees, you know. My girls here. I get very attached to living things. How's my smoker going? We're getting a little more smoke here. There we go. Let's just give it a little more smoke. That's good. Whew. You see how they filled in a lot of these frames? They're industrious. They'll build everywhere they can. Well, there's a nice frame of honey. It was attached to the sides in a lot of spots, that's why it all broke open. But they'll clean that up and put it someplace else. Oh, look at that. It's all honey on the outside, the light ones on the towards me and towards these two edges over here. And all that darker stuff is cap brood. And there's some younger larvae in the middle, and those open cells that haven't been capped over yet. So we're going to clean up this frame a little bit here. Try to eliminate that issue of it being attached to the side of the frame here. If you look down in there, I don't know if you can see it in the camera or not, but there's attached wax in there. Okay, we're just going to set this over here. I'm going to take this wax off the side here. It's just dropping down in the center, but they'll take that out. You don't want to let your wax just fall in the ground. You want to keep picking it up so that you don't attract the wax moths. They're going to be an issue anyways, but I spray the ground for them, do a ground drench for the wax moths, which I need to do again next week. Once a month you need to do that. You do 2 feet out in front of the hives. But even with the spraying, if there's excess wax around, it's going to attract them. Oh, this one's heavy. Again, this one's got a lot more honey with the bottom parts. It's got some cap brood, it's got some pollen in there. I'm actually going to move this one to the outside. It's more honey bound than the other one. There's young larvae in those dark cells in there. I'm going to make this one my outside frame. Again, clean up some of the wax on these edges, otherwise they just get built in together. One of the difficulties in finding the queen is that when you open up the hive and let that light in, the queen will hide from the light. That's why it makes it so difficult to find the queen most of the time. Okay, this is a lighter frame. So if you find eggs, you know you've had a queen within the last 3 days, and that is sufficient. These are just empty cells here. Honey on the outside, all empty, ready for laying, which gives me a little concern. This one's here. This is all full of very young pupa or larvae. I forget which one even comes first. I'm not much of a scientist, I guess, huh? I really need to pay more attention to the science. The sun is between. Oh yeah, these are all full. Those are all full of young brood. Let me look at this one again. Maybe there's eggs in here and I couldn't see it. Oh, it is all full of brood too. They're not empty. This is all young brood. Again, to me that's evidence that the queen is alive and doing well since the last time I opened it. Because I haven't opened it in 10 days. And they would be capped over. I'm sure, I gotta check my book, but I'm pretty sure that at 10 days they're capped over, close to it. But those are very young. I mean, they're eggs for 3. Then I believe it's larva, then pupa. So from 4, I think it's 12 days is when they cap them. I would like to see some eggs. I would like to see the queen. These guys aren't too happy over here. A lot more brood. Come on, where's my queen? Where's my eggs? Well, this is one of the new frames I brought down. There's not a lot going on it yet.